Welcome to my math video. In terms of math I use in my everyday life, baking is definitely one of them. Baking, of course, uses several different math skills, including fractions, converting quantities, measurement, cooking time, ratios. Say you had a recipe that requires like 2-to-1 for water and milk, that kind of thing. So today we're going to be making brownies. Now with baking, it's similar to how you would approach a math task or a math problem, and that you want to look at your known values. So I see here that it's going to take me 35 minutes to cook the brownies, and the recipe yields 16. So that's important to know. Say I was having 30 people over, or I wanted to make for more than 16 servings, I could double the recipe, for example. Okay, so hi there, we're going to start making the brownies. Step one was to preheat the oven, which I did. And now I have to melt half a cup of my butter. So, hi, so I'm back from melting my butter. Next, the recipe calls for 1 cup of white sugar. Now, the only issue is I don't have a 1 cup measuring cup. So what I'm going to use instead is my knowledge of fractions and numbers here, and use 2 half cups to equal 1 cup. Just measure that in there. And 2. Okay, so off camera, I put in the cocoa powder, salt, and the baking powder because I want to touch on a really important point about measurement. So, our recipe calls for half a cup of flour. So I have my half cup here. Now it's really important, especially with flour, for example, that you take an exact measurement. So what I do to do that is I level off. So you see here how there's some flour at the top. So you level that back off. The reason you do that is because even a bit extra flour or too little can completely change the recipe. So that relates back to our class from the other day in Edel 415, where we had the problem, or the math task I should say, of would you rather have pool A or pool B, and if you had just simply rounded the numbers up on pool B, you would have thought it would be the better pool. But that's why you shouldn't round up all the time. Sometimes you do need exact measurements because it can make a big difference, such as in a recipe like this, where if you have too much flour, it can lead to dry brownies, which no one likes.